Hi guys. So it's Tuesday at maybe half nine, I guess, so 9:30. I'm gonna take a shower and go to bed soon because I'm effing exhausted. Today was my first induction day or my first staff training day. So basically that was just like a, tour around the school, get separated into your department. So I was with English. What else did we do? It's kind of a blur. Sign a bunch of papers, go through like a shitload of paperwork, basically. Some of my contracts were kind of funny, like anti-bribery and what's that word? Like, I don't know, hospitality, like, not voucher, what am I thinking? Just like this thing basically that says that you can't be bribed and you're contractually obliged to like refuse hospitality by students or other staff members in exchange for favors, which is kind of, intuitive, like don't fucking do that. So yeah, and what else? Just a bunch of like forms to get my NI number, which is my national insurance number, and my health card, and all of that other official jargon that just kind of makes my head want to explode. I got kind of a peek into the kind of classes I'm going to be taking or teaching next year. They're mostly like, okay, let me just pause and explain the British education system. Basically, in secondary, you have grades 7 through 10, and then grades 11 and 12 are sixth form, basically, so like CEGEP for Montreal, and then they can choose to go on to university. But they can also choose to go through sixth form. So after grade 10, compulsory education kind of stops. So it's not like CEGEP. Well, it is like CEGEP actually, because CEGEP you don't have to go. You can choose to go. So anyway, yeah, so within, grade 7 to 10, you have five sort of levels. So level 5, for example, are the kids that are super autonomous, super, like high functioning, very, driven, very intelligent, like just like the nerds of the class. Like they're really, really good at what they do. And then level 1 are the kids that need a little bit of extra help. Maybe they have the more like behavioral issues or neurological issues like learning disabilities like dyslexia or dysgraphia or all of that kind of stuff. And then they're further separated just by into like groups. So like grade 7, band 3, and maybe there's like 3 class sets of band 3 because there's a lot of kids in that middle kind of fuzzy ground. So I have a lot of classes in grade 7, 8, and 9 in the mid to lower band. I have a couple in the higher functioning bands, so levels 4 and 5. I only have like 2 or 3 of those, so that's okay. But some of the course material I'm going to be teaching is kind of cool, like poetry. Some of the things that I've already sort of done in my previous teaching experiences, so that's kind of good, like familiar territory. I get to recycle some lessons, but it's all regulated under the national curriculum, so no matter what high school you're in, anywhere in England, you're basically doing the same thing. So a kid in Grimsby, where I'm living, is going to be experiencing the same kind of lessons, the same kind of coursework or end game as a kid in London of the same age in the same grade. So it's all very uniform because England is actually quite small in comparison to like Canada, which is massive, right? So all of the programs in Canada are like provincially regulated, and Quebec's just doing whatever the fuck it wants. So no one really cares about Quebec anyway. It's fine. We're just gonna do our own thing. Anyway, so yeah, I got a sneak peek at like some of my classes and the lessons I can make and how the system works. It's all digitized, which is really cool. Like everything is really centrally located. I can see all of my classes, my kids' faces, their attendance records, their disciplinary records, all of that great stuff. It's all in the system. It's a bit panopticon-esque, like where everything is sort of like there and you can just see it all the time. So that's kind of cool. Trying to think what else I did today. It was a very long day, long day. Just touring around the school and like just, making other students feel uncomfortable whenever we would pop into their classroom and say hi, because like we were taken around and introduced to other English teachers, and the kids were like, what the fuck's going on? Oh no, these are the new Canadians. So because they're pretty used to seeing Canadians just kind of like flowing in and out of the school every couple years, because like the contract is between like 2 and 3 years, depending on if they want you to stay or not. So they're used to a huge turnover of Canadians, just kind of like traipsing through their school. So that's fine. Oh yeah. And then after work today, basically, so Becca and I, we had a detailed list of things we had to do. We both had to go to the bank in town because my debit card still doesn't work, so I can't actually get any money. And she had to exchange her like security code with HSBC. Anyway, so we waited for the bus, and the bus didn't come. It was late, it's comforting to know that transit and transport systems are basically the same everywhere. They all suck. So that was good. And then, yeah, so we waited for the bus, and we took the bus. Took for friggin' ever, and then we realized that the bank was going to be closed by the time we actually got there, so we decided just fuck it, and we went to the grocery store instead. And we picked up some things for dinner this evening, so really cool tortellini that was on sale, so that was exciting. Some extra yogurts, just like nibbly things that we wanted to get for lunches and whatever, because we have no food in the house. Yeah, and then we walked home. Oh yeah, I got some painkillers because my back's been acting up again because my old cashier injury, which sounds so lame when I say it out loud, but yeah, no, I tore this muscle here about 4 years ago, maybe 5 now, and every now and again when I turn my neck the wrong way or turn it really fast, it just kind of like fuck, all the nerves on the left side of my body are just like, oh, okay. And it's really uncomfortable, and it's really quite the inconvenience, and it's hard because I have a giant work bag to take with me to work every day, and it really hurts. So I bought some painkillers, which is fine. So yeah, then we walked home, and then we relaxed. We had some tea, which I'm happy. That's become kind of like a centering sort of ritual in the house where we just have like 3 cups of tea before dinner and as we're making dinner, and it's great. And so we had dinner. It was super relaxing. Then Mike came home. He had dinner out with another teacher, a friend of ours, Khalifa. And we just sat and talked about our days, because he's at a different school than the two of us. He's at a school called Cleethorpes Academy, and we're at Tollbar Academy. They're both owned by the same, division, so it's called Multi-Academy Trust, which is a whole other thing. I'll get into that later or never or whatever. So yeah, we just caught up, and we ended up talking for a good couple hours. And then Angela, our house mother, came home, I guess, and we talked some more. And now we're just sort of taking showers in succession because there's one bathroom, and because it's a very small house, So that's fine, and I'm making this as an update, whatever, and yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because we have to get up pretty early tomorrow. Angie has to drop us off at school for 7:45, maybe. We have to leave the house at like 7:30 because she's off on an errand. Yeah, so that was my day. It was an interesting first day of induction, and it's only gonna get more difficult from here. So yeah, I mean, I'm still very optimistic about how everything's gonna go, and I do really like the environment that I'm gonna be living in. I like the classroom setup. The teachers are very friendly, the staff are very friendly and knowledgeable, and everything. I'm not concerned about anything, so that's very good. Like, I feel very at ease here, very at home, so everything's cool. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to say a special, I guess, shout out. I've literally never said that before in my entire life. It feels very awkward. So I just want to say a special hello, then that's much more me, isn't it? To one of my former students, Dylan. Actually, he was never even a former student of mine. He was one of my improv kids at my last teaching placement. Yeah, so I want to say hi, and if you're showing this to anyone, you better not be showing this to me, anyone at a school environment, because they're swearing, and I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble when I come back to school, so, okay, I'm watching you. Alright, so if any of my other former students are watching this, then hi! I miss you guys like mad. I hope you're all doing good. And hello from the other side of the world. Technology is awesome. Anyway, yeah. And say another special hello to my other friends, Chloe and Phil and Seyoung and everybody else back home. And I'm going to make a separate video for my family because I also look like not even a hot mess, I just look like a mess. It's been a very long day, and I did want to make a video before I went to bed and totally forgot. So yeah, that's what's going on, and I'll make another one maybe by the end of the week, like just to do a recap or whatever. But yeah, that's what's going on, and I love you guys, and don't set anything on fire, and I'll see you when I see you, which is gonna be in like 2 years, but I'll see you online like all the time because you guys are always online. Anyway, bye.